Okay, so this is the second video for trying to learn TyrannoBuilder. I guess it's only one in. I put in two. I can edit that later. And I've turned on my webcam somewhere in this bottom area here, right there, where the arrow's on my face. Right here. Anyway, so I'm going to open up my project, my game. And we got the thing we were playing with last time. I'm going to move this off to the side. Hey, you can see me. Hi. What the heck? Everything is closed. If we pick something, it shows up over here. Oh, all right then. We have a common thing here. Let me raise this up a little because, let's see, everything gets expanded. Barely get that last bit. This thing here, let me close that. Ah, there we go. And label. Okay, cool. So let's see what the next step is adding music and sound effects. I rather expect we're going to finish the basic tutorial today. It's not that many more things. You add an text input box. That's new. We'll see if there's an advanced tutorial later for script writing. Here you go. Depending on your particular game, you may want to have, yeah, that's something else. Tyranno, that's for later. Okay. We'll have to look up on TyrannoScript maybe later. Okay, add music and sound effects. Music and sound effects play extremely important roles establishing the mood and tone of games. TyrannoBuilder allows you to easily add music and sound effects to your games, and we'll see how this works in this section. Let's start by adding some background music to our scene. It's a daytime scene, so some placid music would be a nice fit. For the purpose of the tutorials, we'll use some free music from the below site. Free background music, BGM, Dova Syndrome. Okay, you can choose any music you like, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we'll use the track Garden by Waraya Takashi at the below URL. So we're going to get that real quick. At the About page, click on the blue block shown below to open the download page. Then click on the download icon to begin downloading. The download track to your computer will start. We'll set it to start playing when Yuko appears. We want this box and this box. And we want to save to where? Not to paperwork. I think we're doing stuff with pictures. I think I set up a thing in pictures. There we go. It's kind of odd to put it here. Okay, we're going to put it garden. Okay. Let's see. Botan o kurits kushiteku. I'm saying this wrong. Da sai kudasai. That's kudasai. Oh, click the button, please. Click the button, please. It's the loan words. Okay, please note, if you decide to use music from this website in your own games, please check the terms and conditions first. If you don't happen to speak Japanese, then Google Translate is your friend. The process for playing the music is exactly the same as for adding an image. Okay, we're gonna bing, bing. Hi, I'm back. Let's see. Music. I think that's in media. Play music, and we want it to come when Yuko joins the scene. We want it before or after. Let's look. We want it. It looks like after. I'm going to assume after. So browse, choose file, downloads. Oops. Let's go back. Let's look at Yuko. Wait a moment. I'm looking at Yuko. I need to look at Toronto here. Garden. Okay. I did pick a folder. Okay. Um, that's odd. Okay. Oh, that's Firefox stuff. Okay. Character dice. Toronto. Let's see if it'll let me. It won't open this file. Well, that's fun. I might be better going off to RenP. I might look up RenP. I might try a couple different tutorials before I set about doing the visual novel thing. But let's look at let's see if there's another workaround for this. Tutorial. Okay, TyrannoBuilder import music. See if there's a. Okay. I am not happy. Let's create a new folder. Enter a folder name. No, we don't want to create a new folder. Browse. I want to do that. Okay, I'm not wanting to overwrite it. I'm wanting to play it. So it does play. It does play. Cancel. Okay. Create new folder. Let's try this. Music. Accept. Try the music. Choose file. Open. You are not working. Okay. How to add the exit button. Huh. Okay, let me search discussions. Import music. How do you make your story? I am not, the drag and drop does not work for me. Well, I might have to skip adding music and sound effects. I might go and get RinP. That's a free program, but I paid for this. I would like to make it work. I didn't pay much, granted, but let's try this again. Browse. It does not show up here the way it does here. No file chosen. This is annoying. Okay, let's look at the resource. Oh, that's assets. Component, they call it, this is an older version of the help thing. Okay, image, sound effects, default folder. Okay, here we go. So, Garden is already there. Is it not playing MP3s anymore? Am I looking at an obsolete help file? Oh, cancel. I didn't want to close the program. Oh, bloody, I don't want to go to drive-through RPG. Yeah. Characters. Okay, we'll try to add. Here, I might not be able to do easy write, audio file, guard MP3. Okay. Oh, we're ready to go to create a new scene because the music thing just isn't working. Okay, now we come this far. Scene editor is getting a bit full, right? To prevent a scene from becoming unwieldy, you can move a new scene file at a point that makes sense in the story. Let's look at how to create a new scene file. Click the Scenes tab in the Tools area. If a box pops up asking if you want to save the project, go ahead and save before proceeding. Get the Scenes tab in the Tools area. Go ahead and save before proceeding. Oh, hello. Okay, so Scenes, New Scene, cancel. So we will save. Oh, actually, cancel. We're going to remove this play music since it's not working for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, and we're going to do a new scene. What are we going to call this new scene? Click on the new scene, and we're going to call it mountain, apparently. Mountain. Create. Okay. Okay. When a new file is created, the scene editor will open showing the new empty scene. Click on the Scenes tab again. You'll see the mountain scene tab. Scene file is now highlighted. Okay. So, yep, see right here. Go to components because that's what we're going to need. But the new scene file is created. The scene editor will open showing the new empty scene. Click on the Scenes tab again. You'll see that the mountain file is now highlighted. Let's create the scene editor, our scene at the mountain. As extra practice for what we've done so far, go ahead and change the background, add text, and have a character join the scene. Create the mountain scene as you'd like. Here's an example for reference. Oh, we did not finish the thing at the back. Okay. Story branch, we did not finish the common stuff. So we need to go back. No, apparently we did. Huh. Oops, I went the wrong way. Let's go back to scene one. Double click in scene one in the scenes tab. Oh, you added it now. To end this scene, we'll add some dialogue to connect the scenes and a jump to the mountain scene. Got it. Okay. So, click on scenes, go back to scene one. You'll notice that the title thing is also a scene. Okay, we'll hit save, and then we'll go to scene. There we go. And we'll get rid of the help function. I might actually have to click that, but I think all the help does is bring you to the web page I'm already using. Actually, I know that's what it does. Okay, so go to components, and we want a text and a exit scene. Okay, way down here. So we want a text below the common, and we want an exit scene below the text. We want Yuko to exit. We want the text to say, "I'll meet you at the gate at the back of the mountain after school." We have to go right now. I'll meet you at the gate at the back of the mountain after school. All right, don't be late. You go. All right. Exclamation point. Genocide? Nope, just one exclamation point. All right, don't be late. Okay. Yuko exits, and then we do a jump to a mountain scene. So jump, jump, jump around, jump, jump, jump around. Get up, get up, get it down. Okay. No, we don't want to go to scene one. That's the scene we're already in. Okay, and then we go to stop. Except for we already are at a stop. So I think I'm going to put a stop here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave a stop where it was before. There we go. Because it jumps. Okay, we'll leave it that way. Okay. And we'll go back, we'll save, and we'll go back to the mountain scene. And what are they? Oh, we're labeling it the start. Okay, label. Who's got the label? Oh, it's in components. Label start. I think we're going to have to alter the jump a little bit. Background image is the, do we want the background image to be that? Change background. What are the assets? We'll take that. Actually, backgrounds. Okay. And we'll go ahead and take that. Yuko, good, you made it. Join scene, Yuko. Join scene, Yuko. Good, you made it. Oh, no click, no, what do you call it? No exclamation points? Really? Are we sure this is Yuko? Maybe she's been replaced by an alien that made her speak in reasonable tone of voice. Good, you made it. Let's just get this over with. So where do you think it fell? Okay, we'll do that. Let's just get this over with. Where do you think it fell? I still don't know why. Now we got to go to the jump, and we want it to target start. Okay. See, I should have done this before. Let's see. I got the help thing. Want it. Okay. That should say start. Thank you. Oh, because I forgot to hit accept. You have to hit accept every time. Got it. Oh, I need to go back to scene one. Go get the help thing out of the way. And go to start. Okay. Components. Not components, scenes. Mountain. Okay. For the jump parameters, select mountains KS as the storage and start as the target. This lets the jump go to the start label in the mountain KS scene file. How have you found the tutorial so far? We've covered all the key elements you need to make a basic visual novel, except for I can't get sounds and music to work because for some reason it's not letting me use that piece of music you told me to use. In the next two chapters, we'll look at making a custom title screen for your games and how to prepare them for release. It might be a bit of a drag to create each scene from scratch when you create a new scene file, right? Instead of starting from scratch, you can use your copy and paste to make life easier. Right-click in the scene editor to open the pop-up menu with copy and paste options. You can use these to copy and paste components between scenario files. Okay. You can also hold Control for PC users or Command for Mac users to select and copy or delete multiple components at the same time. Handy. It is extremely important to split games into multiple scene files of appropriate size. Images, audio, and scenes are loaded when the game transfers to a new scene file, and loading excessive amounts of files can take time and make the game slower. Create multiple scene files and transfer to separate scene files at points in the game where it makes sense. Okay, so what that basically is where I was just thinking, saying, hey, I could just make one file for location and just use labels to control everything, to control where in that scene you go anytime you go to that location. But that doesn't work because you would have to load all the audio, visual, and movie sequences you want for any scene that occurs at that location if you did it that way. So instead, you're going to break up scenes by dramatic scenes like you do on a script or a novel, and that way you reduce the amount of burden on the what do you call it, the computer loading things. You have also probably makes it easier to follow where everything is because you have a clear picture of this is later in the story, this is earlier in the story, and stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. The title screen is the face of your game, so it's worth taking the time to get it just right. TyrannoBuilder allows you to customize the title screen as you like. So far, we've been using the rather bland default title screen. And why is my ear buzzing? Okay. Double-click and open the title screen file from the Scene tab in the Tools area. Look at the scene file for the title screen, and you'll notice it's the same as the scene files we work with so far. You probably have a good idea how the customization works already. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same. The title screen is simply a scene file that the game loads immediately when the program starts. Making a title screen, therefore, is exactly the same process we've used to make our scenes up until this point. You can use components and tools in the tools area to create high-quality title screens with a high amount of creative freedom. If you've got this far through the tutorial, you can totally revise the title screen, right? Go ahead and freely edit the title screen as you like, including changing the new game and load game buttons on the back or the background. Using image buttons. Well, I don't have any images. Even we have to admit, the buttons on the title screen are pretty bland. If you'd like to customize the buttons, use image button component on the tools area. Add an image button to the screen editor by dragging and dropping the component from the tools area. Image buttons work in exactly the same way as the branch button we used earlier, but you can use whatever image you like. Try it out by adding the two buttons below. I don't really want to, but okay, here we go. Because every time I try to import something in this game, it gets a little bit eh. Before I actually try to start using this to create an actual visual novel, which you will not get all the bits and pieces of what's going on. Before I actually do to create this, I'm probably going to try RenP out first. How's that? Naturally, you can play music on the title screen or display logos or notices before the game starts too. Now it's finally time to prepare our game for release. Okay. Hi. So we're going to go over here. No, I don't want scene one. I want title screen. Okay. And branch button, new game, load game. I don't particularly want to mess with this. This works exactly the same way as everything else does. So I'm not going to be messing with it. And show menu button. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the time to export. Finally, the time has come to release our game to the world. You probably want to get it out as soon as possible, but make sure you check the game thoroughly before you do. Make sure there are no bugs. No one likes a buggy game. Be sure to thoroughly check that there are no bugs that cause the game to stop partway through or function improperly. At the very least, you should check all of the routes by playing each route from start to finish. When releasing games for browsers or smartphones, it's important to check that the image and sound files are not too big. File size, in particular, is an issue for smartphones. Files that are too large can cause crashes or frustratingly long loading times. Try to minimize file sizes for images, etc., by lowering the picture quality using file formats with better compression, etc. Select a released format. Okay, I'm not particularly interested in exporting the game right now. What's a text input box? Input box, name, positioning tool. JRAB, okay. Okay, make sure you're familiar with using variables before reading this tutorial. We have not used variables yet. You know how most, okay, I actually, before I get into this, there's a lot of other things here. TyrannoScript, TyrannoBuilder. I'm probably going to save that for another time. I do have a couple ideas for what kind of story I would like to put in here. I probably will be planning out a very stripped down version of it for the Let's Play. I'll probably show bits and pieces, assuming I get anywhere at all. It's a lot of work to plan something like this. But anyway, I think that about does it. And there's my endlessly receding. I'm going to stop the screen share so you don't have to deal with that anymore. And I'll stop this here, and it should start. You'd think it would show me. Oh well, but it's not. Anyway, very odd. And somehow the thing got, it got minimized. Okay. Oh, camera is linked. Turn camera on, turn camera off. Says it's on, off, on. Okay, on, off, on. Okay. It's very odd. If I once I turn it on with the actual program that uses it, that it can't show. It can't. The Hangouts won't use the camera again. So about the only way I can go back to showing you me is to screen share me on the camera. Anyway, I'm going to end the stop broadcast, and you can see that I've been mirrored back. I'm not exactly sure that's the proper direction or not, but anyway, it's just a mirrored version of what has been showing. Talk to you later. Bye.